YouTube! The new zombie support has been dropped. It's now here. It wasn't leaked. Konami themselves posted it on their database, so that's on them, not me. They put it on their official website. Can't call me, can't ban me for looking at things you put on your website, okay? Anyway, let's begin with some generic news here. First and foremost, we got some new chibi cards. Vaisa Samsara. We've got Ib. And we've got Exosister Magnifica. I'm going to be honest, I don't like the art style at all. It's not for me. But hey, it's a subjective thing. L take. However, this is really funny. This is really funny. I love the Dark Ruler one. It's pretty hilarious. Just because of how goofy it looks. Oh my god, that is very funny. Society of Dark Ruler was still good, man. Unfortunate. Alright, so, we're going to take a look at a bunch of new cards today, and of course showcase the combos. Ladies and gentlemen, let's begin with, I did a short on the Rainbow Bridge, if you guys haven't already seen that for whatever reason. Shorts seem to do really well for new cards. Maybe that's the future of my career. Anyway, the Orichalcos Sword of Sealing. This is an equip card that you can only use a second effect once per turn. The equip monster's effects are negated. Makanko support? Yo! If you have a card in your field zone, you can target an effect monster you control. That effect monster gains this effect until the end of your opponent's turn. Once per turn, quick effect. Send a card from your hand to the graveyard, then target a face-up card on the field. Destroy that target. Is this Doom Z support? Is it actually better? Is it actually good? This is better than Axe of Fools. I guess it's Axe of Fools with some utility. Yeah. Okay, sure. Now, this is a really cool one, admittedly. This card is so simple. It's very basic. It's just a normal spell card that activate one card with this name. Banish 3 level 10 or higher monsters from your extra deck, including a light synchro. Add a field spell from your deck to your hand. Any field spell. Any field spell. This card is just terraforming with a prosperity-like effect. People were sacrificing almost half of their extra deck just to search... just a duality for one card. Buddy, they could have made this 6 level 10 or higher extra deck monsters and people would maybe find a way to play this post-side or something. This card is incredible. Terraforming, Rota for field spells, unbelievable. I mean, just think of how many decks are going to want to play this. Any deck that has a very important integral field spell will most likely run this. You can play this in Generator. You can play this in frickin' Why Are You Gay? Tenpai. Even just like in any deck, when you side deck, you can bring in like Necro Valley. You can bring in like Spellcaster's Village, Secret Village of the Spellcasters. Like, and it's not even like a heavy cost. Like what is the cost here? It's 3 level 10 or higher monsters from your extra deck, including a light synchro. So you have like 3 garnets, quote unquote, you can put in your extra deck. And that's it. There's just no cost associated with this. It's absolutely ludicrous. So yeah, this card is insane. Now, I did read one really funny comment about this, and it was, this card is amazing, but laughably terrible in the deck it was designed for. Apparently, I can't remember where I read it, but it was so funny. It said something like, it searches like the worst Crystal Beast cards. So this is, and it also banishes your boss monster. So apparently this card is actually terrible, Crystal Beast, but, you know, for all the other reasons mentioned, this thing is crazy. Okay, we've got Sin Force or Malefic Force. Oh, is that just Malefic and OCG translation? Is just Sin? Okay. Normal trap card. Is this Labyrinth support? You can use it for a second effect once per turn. Target a face-up monster on the field. Equip this card to it as an equip card with these effects. The equip monster is unaffected by spells. Once per turn, you can destroy this, and if you do, add a Malefic from deck to hand. If a card is in the field zone, banish this and one other Malefic card from your grave, destroy all monsters on the field. Well, I mean, it's a trap card. I don't think that's going to make Malefics good, but it seems decent. Board wipe from Malefics. Seems alright. Sure, I guess. Malefic Paradigm Shift. I don't even know what Malefics need. Like, probably starter cards. Engine, like extenders, stuff like that. This is a normal trap card. You can only activate one card with a name per turn. You can activate this card from your hand, however, by paying half your life points. Okay, so why is it even a trap card? Add to your hand or place in your field zone a face-up Malefic World from your deck or graveyard. Then special Malefic from your deck or extra in defense, ignoring the summoning conditions. And if your opponent controls a monster with 25 or more attack, all face-on monsters they currently control lose 25 attack until the end of this turn. Okay, so you pay half your life, you activate it immediately. You just add Malefic World. And then special a guy. Well, remember what I said about starters and extenders? Yeah, good luck. John Malefic, congratulations. You can play it turn 0. Activate this card. You can activate this card from your hand by paying half your life. Oh, wait, you can use this turn 0? Yeah, I guess technically because it's a trap card, you can use it turn 0. Wait, that's kind of incredible. Wait, what the hell? That's busted. Can you play this in non-Malefic decks? Add to your hand or place in your field zone. One face on Malefic World from your deck or grave. Then special Malefic from your deck or extra, ignoring the summoning condition. Opponent controls monster with 25 more attack. It's like a turn 0 dark hole if you really want to play a Garnet for it. Right? There's no restrictions. There's no locks. You just have to play like... You just have to play the Malefic World in your deck and then a guy in your extra. How is it dark hole? If your opponent controls a monster with 25 or more attack, all face monsters currently control lose 25 attack. Oh. Why did I think it destroyed? Wait, I don't know. This card doesn't do anything. Just makes them smaller. Okay, yeah, it's definitely a Malefic card. You just fused both trap cards? Yeah. ADHD brains do that. Blackwing support! This guy's completely generic, by the way. Kusanagi, the Gathering Storm. This is Kusanagi. When are we getting Blackwing Murakumo? If this card is synchro summoned using a Blackwing monster's material, it is treated as a tuner while face up on the field. After this card is synchro summoned for the rest of this turn, it gains attack equal to the total original attack of the synchro monsters used as its material. Can attack all monsters once each. If this card attacks the defense monster and inflict piercing. I mean, it's pretty cool. It's just a game ender. I guess Blackwings didn't... I feel like Blackwings don't really have a crazy good synchro to go into for going second. Like Chidori, I think, sends a card maybe. I don't know. It's fine. Read the Japanese name. Murakumo no Kusanagi. Well, you know that isn't just like Mitsurugi, right? That is based on an actual thing. That there is history to this term. Applesauce did a video mentioning the lore and stuff about the mythical swords or something of Kusanagi, Murakumo, stuff like that. I don't know. I'm not very cultured in that way. Okay. Anyway, that's it. Wait, there's no other black. Okay, I think this is fine for 2014 or something. I don't know. It's fine. Blackwings probably wanted some more starters or something, which is crazy to think, but yeah. All right. So are any of these cards good? Let's ask John Malefic himself. All right, here we go. So this is a Malefic monster and a paradigm shift. A shift and a discard, apparently. Okay, so we're going to go, I'm going to shift. Turn 1, pay half your life points. We activate Malefic World from the deck. Then we get into Paradox Gear. Paradox Gear goes into Parallel Gear, which adds Cyber End Dragon. We're going to go and synchro from the hand into Auxilla. That's going to be Primera. Apparently, this is the best way to play Malefics. You're just playing a better deck. No, this is my favorite thing about rogue decks. They just play a better deck with one starter, and it's yeah, look, see, trust me, this is Malefic, bro. Okay, so now we're just doing Centurion stuff, right? It's literally just a Centurion starter. Don't change level. Crimson Dragon. Tag into It's just the Centurion board, man. It's just the Centurion board. Look, to be fair, how else are you going to make Malefics good, okay? All right. Well, I have an answer to that question. Are you ready? This is how you make Malefics good. With a 3-card combo. All right. We're going to start with Subspace Battle. That's going to add... What is this card? Apply this effect 3... What does this card do? Apply this effect 3 times. Each player reveals one monster in their deck except a monster with a question mark attack. Add the monster with a higher attack to the hand of the player that revealed it. Oh, it's because they're Malefics and they have 4,000 attacks, so you're always going to beat your opponent. Because your opponent isn't going to have a main deck guy with more than 4,000 attacks. That's so funny. So you just get to Rhoda for 3 guys, okay. I mean, it's 3 vanillas, basically, but sure. All right, we're going to go Paradigm Shift. We're going to do the same thing here. Please, I beg you, don't do Centurion combo. Please do something more creative. I beg you. Well, what can you say, man? Centurion's a good deck, all right? What are you supposed to do, all right? All right, so we're doing some Centurion stuff here. We got the discard. We're going to go for Trudea for the Gargoyle. Gargoyle, sync up into Crimson Dargon. That's going to go into Synchro Rumble. Then we're going to activate the effect, tagging into Blazar. Now we've got a Disruption up so that we can go to the Synchro Rumble, reviving the Parallel Gear. That's going to Synchro in the hand for... Hey, Peter! Then we can activate Malefic Select. Wait, hold, look. Malefic cards, guys, Malefic cards. What does this do? Banish 2 Malefics and add 2 Malefics. Okay, add another Paradigm, another Shift. Then we're going to go Pater, bring back the Tuner. Then we're going to sync again in the hand for Vengeance Drag. Holy crap, this deck's spitting out 12s. There you go. All right, it's still basically a Centurion board, but I think White Forest does this exact board with like 1 card, by the way. Oh my god, alright, that's really funny. What's Vengeance doing though? I think it's a pop because of the Centurions, right? Target a face-up monster on the field or in either grave, place it, and then during the battle phase, you can pop your own guy and then pop their guy. Okay, well, look man, it's gonna be a stretch to make Malefics good, so this is about as powerful as we can make it. Alright, that's a 3-card combo, by the way. Alright, now we're going to read these new cards. So these cards are genuinely incredible. They were first revealed a few months ago, and I think we may have even gotten like 1 or 2 more new ones. But from what I can tell, or what I remember, these cards are legitimately really good. So let's check them out. We've got Pumpking, the King of Grave Ghosts. This is a level 6 Dark Zombie. You can reveal this in your hand, cost, set a Call of the Haunted from deck or grave, and if you do, discard a card. You can even discard itself. That set card can be activated this turn. If this card is special, you can special level 6 or zombie from your deck. Wow. I mean, there you go. That's literally just a 1-card combo. Reveal this, set Call the Haunted, discard itself, activate the Call the Haunted that can be used this turn because of effect, and then when you special this, you can special level 6 zombie from your deck. So there you go. That's an instant rank 6 1-card combo. So Teal players, Pilgrim Reaper is coming. You cannot special from the hand or grave for the rest of this turn, except zombies. Okay, never mind. You can only use each effect once per turn. Alright, so what are we summoning with this? We've got Army of the Haunted. We've got Stare of the Snake. Stare! Army of the Haunted. Level 6 Dark Zombie effect, 24-0. If you control Call the Haunted and this is in your hand or grave, special this card. If this card is sent to the grave, you can target a Call Haunted to the grave and set it. Okay, so you go Pumpking, summon this, overlay, detach, do something, activate this, revive it. I mean, I guess it's just like the rank, the 1 card's rank 6 that's making it pretty good. I'm sure. Did they give them a rank? Oh, okay, all right. All right, let's keep going. Stare of the Snake Hair. Level 6 Dark Zombie 15-12. Discard this card. Cost. Add Call the Haunted or a spell or trap that mentions it. If this card is special, you can target an attack position monster your opponent controls. That face-up monster cannot attack. Its effect is negated. It cannot be used as material. You can only use effect once per turn. If you guys, like, you know, want to reiterate and understand and remember some of the cool things about this Yu-Gi-Oh game, this is, irrespective of how competitive this is, you know, based off of the legend of Medusa, right? The stone gargoyle woman that was so beautiful that when men gazed at her, she would turn them to stone from how beautiful she was, whatever. So she turns the card to stone. Target an attack position monster. It can't attack. Its effects are negated. It can't be used as material. It freezes the monster in place. Like, exactly the way that the card thematically is, like, supposed to be, right? Do you know what I'm saying? That's just, like, such a cool bit of flavor. And just something that Yu-Gi-Oh! Does really, really well. It's also permanent. Yeah, that's crazy. That is a permanent. So it's kind of like Forbidden Crown without the downside of not being able to punch over it. That's really good. So you summon this during your opponent's turn, which probably isn't very difficult to do because of the Call Haunted searching that this deck is doing, and you just freeze an opponent's monster. That's really incredible. I've also got this here, Great Mammoth of the Netherworld. Level 6 Dark Zombie, 2218. If this is special, then you control Call the Haunted or a zombie, except itself. Target a card in the field and pop it. You can use this effect once per turn. A zombie XC that has this material gains this effect gains 1,000. Well, this guy didn't give the bonus effect to the XC, but this is pretty nice here. Yep, you just have a pop on your opponent's turn. That's really good. Okay, so this is kind of the heart and soul of the deck here, right? Is this thing. This needs to be a good card, and I believe it is, from what I recall, because this isn't new. But yeah, like you can just one card combo Pumpking into this guy. 2 level 6 zombies. While you control Call the Haunted, your opponent cannot target zombies you control with monster effects. That's crazy. So now you're just protected from hand traps as well. You can use these effects once per turn. If this card is special summoned, you can add Call the Haunted or a card that mentions it from your deck to your hand. You could detach 1 material from this card and target up to 2 cards in the field and return them to the hand. It's so good. It's so good. It's got targeting protection. It brings back the Call the Haunted. It's removal going second. It's really, really crazy. Add Call the Haunted or card that mentions it from your deck to your hand. So even just OG Call the Haunted is probably even not what you're going for. But you could just add like one of the other dudes and then get set up for that. That's so cool. And I assume you can just slap this on top of it, right? Using a rank 6 zombie XE. So you use this guy, you detach, use the effect, you bounce a thing, you search a thing, whatever. During your opponent's main phase, quick effect, detach 2 materials from this, or just 1 if all this card's materials are XEs, and then you can target tap position monster your opponent controls on monster in the graveyard and attach it to this card. Dude, this is like so good. Like this is genuinely competitive. Like am I coping? This is genuinely really good. It's a quick effect suck. You got a quick effect pop, and it's all like a 1-card combo. This is incredible. This is generic. Oh, wait, that's not good. Why did they make this generic? Detach 2 materials from this. Target 1 tap your monster your opponent controls and 1 monster in the grave and attach it to this card. Oh, that's not good. I mean, to be fair, there's not really a lot of good rank 7 decks out there. What are you gonna play this in, huh? Dragon Rulers? Cash Tira? Yeah, maybe actually. Alright. New field spell here is Call of the Forgotten. When this card is activated, you can set up to 3 Call of the Haunteds from your deck and or graveyard. And if you do, until the end of your opponent's turn, you cannot special accept zombies or monsters from the graveyard. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to understand this restriction because it's a bit worded clunky. So you get to set 3 Call of the Haunteds, but then you're locked into zombies or monsters from the graveyard. What does that last part mean? Can you only special from the graveyard? Oh, so you're locked into zombies or anything from the graveyard. That's not really a restriction for this deck, huh? That's crazy. Why would they... Why not just fully zombie lock, though? That doesn't sound healthy, right? Can special anything from the grid? Yeah, that's just like... That's not very smart. That's way too good. Once per turn, if you activate Call the Haunted, you can target a monster your opponent controls and send it to the grave. You can only activate 1 Call the Forgotten per turn. And it's also removal going second. Wow. Ectoplasmic Fortification. Normal spell. If you control no monsters, add a level 6 zombie or Call the Forgotten from your deck turn. Okay, so now you just have 6 copies of the Pumpkin. That's insane. Zombies gain 400. Then you can draw cards equal to the number of Call the Haunteds you control. You can activate 1 effect per turn. Vortex of Time is a quick play spell. And obviously you can search it because it mentions Call the Haunted. When your opponent activates a normal or quick play spell card or effect, or a monster effect, while you control a zombie and Call the Haunted, your opponent tosses a coin and their activated effect becomes the following. Heads, your opponent must banish 1 monster they control. Tails, you must banish all monsters you control. What? So if they lose the coin flip, they banish their whole board? Or worst case scenario, they banish one of your guys? But it doesn't even matter because you sacrifice one of your guys to just negate their effect, basically. Like, transforming their effect into worst case scenario, they banish 1 guy you control is unbelievably powerful. And it's a quick play spell card. And all you need to control is a zombie and Call the Haunted. Which is, you know, some level of setup going second, but yeah, that's crazy. Does it work on towers monsters? Or a monster effect while you control. And the activated effect becomes the following effect. No, it shouldn't work on... Does it? Does this work on Liger Dancer? That's so busted. Changing the effect works on towers. It does because it's a player action. Wow. Okay, so zombies can just easily out Liger Dancer now, apparently. Dude, I'm telling you, these cards are good. These cards are good. Okay, and then we got another trap card here. Deadly Zombie Breath. If you control a zombie and call the haunted, target a monster you control, send it to the graveyard. This deck has like 3 points of removal, by the way, off of a 1-card combo. That's crazy. If you control a zombie, banish this from your graveyard, and then target a face-up card you control, 1 face-up card you put control, send him to the graveyard. You can use the effect once per turn. Oh, so there's like 2... Wait, hold on. Can you do both? Control zombie, call the haunted, target a monster, send it to the graveyard. Control zombie, banish this, target a face-up card, send him to the graveyard. Dude, that's like 4 pieces of removal in this deck. That is so crazy. This deck has to be good. Right? Am I coping? Oh, it's 1 effect per turn? Oh, damn it. Okay, that would have been crazy. 1 effect per turn. Okay, still really good card. Removal on your opponent's turn, removal on your turn. Holy crap. Dude, I'm not coping. I'm not coping. This deck is actually good. What the hell? Alright, let's check out some combos. So we're going to activate the effect of the Pumpking. Set Call the Haunted from the deck. Discard it. Bring itself back. Activate the effect of the Pumpking. Special Summon Chang-Chi. Chang-Chi is going to dump a Glow Up Bloom. Glow Up Bloom effect. Banish, add Stare the Snake Hair. Activate Stare the Snake Hair. Discard it. Add Call the Forgotten. Activate Call the Forgotten. Set 2 Call the Haunteds from the deck. Overlay into the Great Ghost King. Ghost King adds Ectoplasmic Fortification. Activate the Fortification. So we're going to use this effect to... What is this? Draw 1? Control. Then draw cards equal to the number of Call the Haunteds you control. Okay, so we're using this just for a draw 1. I feel like we should just search the trap card there, right? But I guess we can get there anyway. We can bounce the Call the Haunted. And then we're going to go into the Undying Legion. Set 4. Pass turn. We've got attach both your opponent... attach your opponent's monster. You got the Stare. That's going to freeze an opponent's monster. You're going to activate the Pumpkin. The Pumpking. The Pumpking is then going to special summon Great Mammoth. Great Mammoth is then going to pop a card. And then you call the Haunted the Ghost King. The Ghost King triggers with the Call the Forgotten. How does this interaction work again? If you activate Call the Haunted, target monster you put control, send it to the graveyard. So then you get a send with this. And then if this special, you can add a Call the Haunted card that mentions it from your deck. And you get follow-up. Okay. So that's like, what, 4 points of interaction off of a basic 1-card combo? That's pretty good. That's pretty decent. Alright, let's see what else you can do here. Same deal again. You use the Pumpkin. You get the Call the Haunted. We go for Chang-Chi for the Glow Up Bloom. Glow Up Bloom. Going to add Stare. Go for Stare. Discard. Call the Forgotten. Call the Forgotten. Get to Call the Haunteds. Now we're going to go into Pilgrim Reaper. Mill Archlord Christia. Rollback. Ghost meets Girl. You know, there's going to be some stuff you can do with this that isn't fair. Let's be honest. Bring back Spell Counselor. Bring back Christia. Rollback. You can't special summon. And you also have a send with Deadly Breath. Yep, okay, yeah. I mean, I guess if you very specifically mill those cards, but that is possible. That is possible. Alright, this is Alicia's combo now. Shoutouts to the LCS zombie gamer themselves. Let's have a look here. So this is an engine of sorts. We're going to go into Takatomborg, into Big Gabonga. This is looking like a big gabummer right here. We're going to go into Doug Charger. Doug Charger is going to add the Grand Entrance. Detaching, special summon Goblin Zombie from the deck. It's a Goblin... Oh my god, it's a Goblin card. Link into Masquerena. He's going to go Goblin mode, and he's going to add the Stare of the Snake Hair. Then we're going to link it to SP. SP declare banish itself. Okay, maybe that's going to be relevant. We'll see. Then we're going to add Stare of the Snake Hair into Ectoplasmer. Okay, Terratop is now full combo. That's hilarious. And then now we're at this point of the interaction here. We're going to go into the Pumpkin. Pumpkin is then going to special summon out Chang-Chi. Chang-Chi instead is going to send Mad Mauler. Mad Mauler is going to synchro up into the Immortal Dragon. The Immortal Dragon is going to dump Mizuki. Mizuki is going to bring back Goblin Zombie. Going to link those into Vampire Sucker. We're going to go Goblin mode for Gozuki. We haven't even normal summoned, by the way. Gozuki is going to dump Mizuki. Mizuki is going to bring back Goblin Zombie. Sucker is going to draw a card. Then we're going to link into the Yugioh Icicle Mayakashi. Goblin Zombie is going to add Unizombie. Going to link that up into Zero Mayakashi. Gozuki triggers in the graveyard to banish, and then special summon the zombie from our hand. And then the Changshi triggers to banish the Gozuki, which summons herself back from the banish zone. We're going to Immortal Dragon banish the Link monster to bring back the Changshi. Then we're going to overlay into the Pumpking. The Pumpking is going to add Deadly Zombie Breath. We're going to activate Unizombie. Unizombie is going to send Mizuki. Mizuki is going to bring back Goblin Zombie. We're going to go and synchro up into Night-Winged Cleric. Have I seen this card before? Probably. Assault Mode activate. All right, now we're just playing with our food. All right, now we're just playing with our food. Goblin Zombie is going to add Assault Lich. This is fake. There's like 5 garnets here. Discard the Assault Lich. Go for the Psy Reflector. Psy Reflector gets Dual Evolution Assault Zone. Assault Zone is going to add Assault Beast. Beast is going to get Activate. Reflector is going to manipulate the level here, or revive the Assault Lich. We're going to synchro into Ancient Fairy Dragon. Field spell activates, or is destroyed from the Ancient Fairy Dragon. We're going to add Call the Forgotten. Then we're going to synchro into Crimson Dragon. Crimson Dragon is going to add Synchro Rumble. Synchro Rumble back the Assault Lich, who brings back the Goblin Zombie. How many times have we triggered Goblin Zombie? Into Berserker. Then Goblin Zombie is going to add Volcarion, the Rotting Phoenix. Look at this artwork, man. And then we're, I don't know, somehow magically special summoning it, I guess. We're going to go into Vengeance, tag the Vengeance into Blazar, Assault Mode activate. What did you tribute for the, how did you get Assault Mode Stardust? Did we sync it to Stardust? Field spell effect? The field spell has tribute to activate Assault Mode. It can be chosen from your extra deck instead? That's crazy. Alright, then we're going to use the Pumpkin here to bounce the Call of the Haunted. We don't... Oh, and itself. So that we actually have room to actually bring something back with this Call of the Haunted. And we're going to set 2 Call of the Haunteds from the deck with the field spell. Set. The opponent's turn. We got Vengeance, we got Berserker, we got Blazar, we got Stardust, we got Call the Haunted for Sucker. We've got the field spell Send. We've got Yugioh, we've got Stare. Oh, Call the Haunted from Masquerena. Do you have extra deck cards? Let me check your X deck. What's in here? There's nothing in your X deck. That's cheating. That's cheating. There's literally nothing this Masquerena can make. Oh my god. Okay, alright. Well, at least it didn't make Habakiri. We'll take that. We'll take that. So yeah, insane. All right, we're taking some chat submissions now. For some reason, you all seem to have combos here. All right, got a Ray Cora combo. Shoutouts to Ray. This is a 1-card combo. All right, Ray is going to display 1 Pumpkin. What are we going to do? We're going to revive. Going to go for the Changshi play. Changshi. Ah, yes. Add Stare. Discard Stare. That's going to get the field spell. Golden Lord is going to send the Call of the Haunted to add itself to the hand. We are going to special summon it. Fuse it into the Fallen Angel. Link into the Flying Mary. New ship. New ship. The Eldritch Fusion is going to tag into the Golden Madlord, which equips to then bring back the Eldritch, which goes into Mercurium, the Living Quicksilver. Special Farfa, attach Farfa, and then we get to activate Call the Forgotten for the for all 3 of the Call of the Haunteds. End phase, detach Farfa, get your favorite monster. Yep, true. Now you can get 1 banish. Oh my god, Call the Haunted Farfa! Woo! This guy's also just like Abyss Dweller, isn't it? While this card has material, your opponent cannot activate the effects of monsters in their grave with the same attribute as a monster in your graveyard. Okay, so we've got zombies, we've got fiends. Well, I mean, I guess it's good in the mirror match. Sure. Okay, next up we got a Unizombie combo. Okay. Let's see. Mercurium. Line, whatever that means. Changshi, Golden Lord. Wait, is this the same one? Slightly different? I think it's the same one, right? Oh, it's the same line, but with a different floodgate. Yeah, you could attach one. Yeah, so you could just attach any floodgate with the new Eldritch stuff because it gets you an easy rank 10. And then you just simply detach that monster, and then you just have access to it. You want Spellcaster, you want Christia, like, yeah. I don't know why they allowed you to, I mean, I guess it passes turn, so the restriction of only being locked into anything from your graveyard is irrelevant, but yeah, wow. So this card can now do this if you want. Awesome. Awesome. Any other combos? Are we done? Is all good? Surely there's nothing better to get than Farfa? No, I think Farfa's the best one. I cooked up a good combo this morning. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed this card combo showcase. We'll see you in the next one. Subscribe on the highlight channel for more. Peace out. Take care.